guys, and welcome back to another episode of the small test and drive little series that we're doing. I'm actually in Lewis's second car. It is a USDM ITR, very stock, very interior wise, outside very stock too, stock wheels and stock everything. The engine is built though. It's making around 210 to 220, I believe, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but around that range. As you guys can hear, I got the AC blasted. I'm going to lower it down a little bit. The main thing that Lewis has did with this cars was that he wants to keep it very practical, very endurable. So all these cars have AC. You guys saw in the previous video with the EK9, which, by the way, is being recorded on the same day. I'm just releasing it in different times, different days. It feels a little strange now getting back into the left-hand drive, because I was driving the right-hand drive EK9, which is such an amazing car. What an iconic car from Honda. And this is an Integra type car. You don't see a lot of these driving around. So the same reaction I get from people with the other one, I get it from this one, because they see an ITR and they're like, oh man, what a clean car. You don't see those a lot. But so basically he wanted to keep AC on all of them, and these both have AC. I will be getting into some rolling shots and some B-rolls and stuff like that you guys will see. So we'll jump into those and then we'll continue to talk a little bit more. Definitely making a little bit more power. This engine is making over 200 to the wheels. It's definitely a little bit more powerful. So I'm going to get on it, and you guys are going to be able to hear it and feel the VTEC. I'm just kind of doing the same laps around the airport that we have back here where Lewis is by, just to kind of get a feel of the car. I don't like to speak too much. I don't like to be on the videos racing or gunning it and stuff like that, but I'll get on it a little bit just so you guys can see it. So it kind of goes back to the same story. Back in like 2000, 2001, when I was in high school, my freshman year, I saw an ITR and automatically fell in love with it. It became my favorite car in the whole world, next to later on getting to know the EK9, which this one and the EK9 CTR, they're going hand in hand in my mind, which is the favorite. Like I said, this car is bone stock and there's really not much done to it other than the engine work. So Lewis has completely kept it normal. The V18 does have a 1.8 dual overhead cam VTEC, making some really decent power and making it one of Honda's and Acura's very, very iconic car. These cars are actually going up a lot in prices because they're obviously not made anymore. A lot of the parts are discontinued and you can't find them anymore. Let me see if I can get on it here so you guys can hear it. Woo. That VTEC rips. This VTEC is around 6,000 RPMs and it just rips, man. This car is definitely faster than the EK9. The EK9 is a lot more stock and it's a 1.6, so this car's hella quick, man. This is the first time ever driving an ITR. 2000, 2001, when I saw one, I was, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 at the time that I got into high school, 14, whatever, how old I was, God knows how long that was. I'm 33 years old now, so it took all this time for me to actually drive an ITR, but man, what an iconic car. Like, I am right now living a dream, and I gotta thank that to you guys and to the guys that I've met over at AcuraHondaClassic, because me and Lewis met over at a meet, and he's seen a lot of my work, a lot of my videos, and we've come together, we've become buddies. I filmed a lot of his car. This car was the ITR we filmed right before the CTR that the series drops every Wednesday at 8 a.m. This car is definitely making some good power. You can definitely feel it. And that was just a second. So yeah, it took me that long to actually drive one of these, and I'm in heaven right now. This is super stock. This is, I I got full working AC. It's got the stock radio. It's got everything stock. ITR seats, and all these cars are being worked on. Lewis, little by little, does a lot of work on these cars, and he's kind of making them, bringing them back to life, just how they are. I'm using the phone as the monitor to look at it again, and I definitely want to get into some more B-rolls. I'm gonna maybe rip it down here again on a second gear pull, just so you guys can hear it. This is a fast car. This car definitely pulls, and after doing that pull, you go ahead and you turn on back your AC, and that's just the good thing about it. This car has power steering and AC. I know there's a lot of people who build race cars and they delete power steering and AC. It does give it back more power, but this car is fast enough as it is, and this car has AC and power steering. It feels amazing. You know, I'm not a big fan of removing it. It is way too hot out here in Florida to not have AC. This car is fast. I'm gripping it, going through gears, and I put the AC back on, and it feels amazing. So automatically when you get in here, you see that it's a stock car, and the seats are the original ITR seats that come with this car. The EK9 does have the recoil, so that hugs you a little bit differently. It does feel more of a race seat. These do hug you a lot here around the rib cage. These do hug you a lot, but the EK9 recoils, they definitely hug you a little bit more, and it feels more of a race car type seat. This has your stock black dash with your rugs, and I think Lewis has pretty much everything for this car. I don't really want to rip it in first gear. I know that it's very powerful in first gear, so I'm not gonna get on it on first gear. So, but it's definitely a car that, this car you can take to the track, run it 40, 50 times, and then come back home like nothing. We will be bringing it to the Acura Honda meet, which is on the 16th, this upcoming Thursday at Acura Pembroke Pines. If you guys want to follow the link below, it's AcuraHondaClassic. Their Instagram and their YouTube page is also linked below. They also have apparel for sale. They're selling hats and apparels, and we will be doing a small Mugen giveaway. I think we have a crate and a few umbrellas that we're going to give away, and just a few of the apparels. I'll leave you guys with some B-rolls again. I'll come back to you guys. You guys enjoy the little B-roll. So this car has about 67,000 miles on it. It does have a lot of head work, and I'm not sure if it has any bottom end work. I'll have to go back to the video because I record so many videos and I hear about many mods that people do while recording the videos that I tend to forget a little bit of what happens or what these guys have done. This car does have head work. It currently has 67,000 miles. It is working in mint condition, running on E85. Luckily, Lewis has an E85 gas station by where he's at, where his shop is at, and he gets to fill up very close to where he's at. Currently in his collection we have an NSX, we have the EK9, we have this Type R, and there's a little bit more surprises that are going to be revealed in the YouTube channel, so you guys might want to stay tuned for that. I guess this ITR is kind of like how you would want